I go in straight character. I go in straight personality. I go in straight a father, husband, whatever. That's my lane. He like, money they got, cars they got. A good father they not. You need to stick with the father, boy. Like, you don't need to stick with money. And I came in now and stick with what I do, and now I'm elevated because of that day. But the day before, I might have been, oh, E, that was sweet, your best message ever. I felt great, but nothing came out of it.
This episode of the Secrets to Success podcast is brought to you by none other than Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, the green juice, can supercharge your life, restore that glow, and help you feel decades younger in just 30 seconds per day, without you having to worry about shopping for ingredients, mixing and blending them, and then that cleanup afterwards. You don't have to do any of that. All ingredients are USDA organic, vegan-friendly, and made without GMO ingredients, gluten, or soy. Where else can you get superfoods like chlorella, moringa, spirulina, wheatgrass, ashwagandha, turmeric, just to name a few? And because you listen to the Secrets to Success podcast, you get to save 20% on your entire order. So go right now to www.organifi.com/success. That's ORGANIFI/success. And get you and your family something that really makes a difference in your health.
You ready? All right.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on? I feel like Iron Man. Like, we got to be on like a couple thousand hits but right now. Like, consecutive.
Come on, man. We there. What number is this? How many podcasts have we done?
Mid-threes, 350, somewhere around there.
And it's crazy because I was on episode 105.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, man, they did so many. Like, oh, now I look back. Like,
we used to be so much better before that episode. You know what happened? Our quality has gone down.
I know what happened.
Took it to the next level.
E and Carl went ahead and got together and was like, man, look, CJ ain't holding this weight. Man, we need Jamal to help out.
Lord, forgive us, Lord, forgive us.
I know what happened.
I've been putting in work. Douglas, what's happening?
Blessed, man. This book is almost out. The energy is, man, bananas, bro. About to go on a world tour, so just excited, bro. Adding another piece of wood to the life, bro. Something for my grandkids to see.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Legacy.
Yeah. Carl, how you feeling, man?
Legacy living.
Legacy living.
You feel
Living
me?
legacy.
I'm still in everything. Legacy living.
Hey, I am great, man. Just a couple of weeks ago, Tamisha got her citizenship.
Oh, come on.
Full-time citizenship.
Come on.
So for those that don't
It's
understand, we
overrated.
talked about it before. It's clearly overrated.
I am very happy to be here.
Very
Hey,
happy.
listen, I told her trade me for that Barbados passport. I'm gonna go sit on the beach.
But yeah, man, it's I told y'all it was like that's a 27-year process from when when my family said we were moving up here. Wow. Now to see my
27
wife,
years later,
bro, 27 years. But we talked about that last week though. Yeah. Don't turn around, just keep going forward, man. We good, man.
Lord forgive me, Lord forgive me, Lord forgive me.
Yeah.
Oh, matter of fact, I heard what XM radio. I don't remember which station it was, but Toad was on when I was.
That song.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome, Toby. And my son,
What was Toby when you first met him?
Oh,
don't do that. Hey, don't do that.
Where was he?
What was he? You know, I was a 0. Oh. I remember he says I was 0.
He was a 3. He was a 3. What was Toby?
Was I 0 or 1?
a half.
We're gonna have to get it when our guests come on later on the day. We have to figure out where you put them in terms of what number you put
Simon
them.
Well, here's the thing: you can't say it now. You can't say it till later, till you see how high I take it.
Okay, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
That's okay. We talked about that last week. We talked about that last
You
week.
GPS?
Through me. He lives in me. That's what we talking about here.
Hey, tell me you don't want to pray before every episode.
He lives inside of you. No debate.
He lives inside of me, dog.
Okay, cool. But I didn't know you waited. But I got it.
Is Didi? Where is Didi?
I don't know.
Is Didi?
She out there. She's talking to the
Didi?
She on the business.
I thought maybe she
doing
would.
something you don't know nothing about.
Okay, so look, what, contracting?
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave them all alone. I told you my New Year's resolution was stop bullying Maul. And
we'll see.
It hasn't worked
That's 2023. We good. That was 2022.
Yeah, 2021.
Oh yeah, that.
Lord.
21.
Yeah.
That didn't work.
21.
The thing about it, dog, we together so much though. It's like
He can't.
Yeah, he can't even do it.
He can't do it.
Like I said, we be in the hotel rooms and stuff. He be like a
doing
little
it.
church mouse. If he next to me while I be doing my push-ups and stuff, he be like,
No, I'm not.
He be like, Jamal, is there anything I can get for you?
But we hit the mic.
The
mic and the lights more.
bro, when he's sitting on the other side over there and he know it's being recorded, evidence for court. He don't want to, he's gonna talk all that nuts.
No question.
I told you, Maul finished taking his steroids. I just leave him alone because he get ornery when he on his steroid shots. So I just leave him alone, let him do his thing.
That's all natural, Maul.
I know, bro. Come on.
Okay.
Breaking news. Come on, dog. Let's go. Come on. And the shirt tight too. I got a 120 shirt on, dog.
No
I
question.
told you, me and Maul Muscle's the same size. He just wears smaller
different
shirts. So that's actually the truth. I do have. I wanted to. If Diddy was in here, I would have involved her in the conversation. I felt some type of way. And then it's funny because right after it happened, shout out to Kev on stage. I saw Kev talking about it, and he was, talking. He was saying his opinion on it, and I was like, man, maybe I should bring it to the podcast because I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know how sometimes you go with things because you like everybody like, you like, yeah. But you ain't really all the way. Like, So I don't know what happened, but so when me and my wife travel. Shout out to E. I don't know if I told y'all that. E and Diddy sent us like the most high-end toothbrush you ever seen in your life. Because I told E hit me was like, yo, I might have said it already on the podcast. I don't know.
You never said it.
Oh, okay, cool. So one day E called me and was like, he was going to the dentist. And I was like, oh, okay, I know how this about to go. E get cussed out every time you go to the dentist. He called me back and was like, yo, I had my best dentist appointment ever. He was like, bro, I go and my stuff is like 9s and 10s. They was 1s and 2s. And I was like, oh, okay, like scores or whatever. And I was like, for real? He was like, yeah. I said, what you do different? And he was like, bro, Diddy finally convinced me to get her toothbrush. Yeah. And I'm like, E, a toothbrush? Come on, bro. Like, be for real. He was like, nah, see, I'm telling you, this thing is crazy.
Rolls Royce.
So I ain't stupid. I always get good checkups on my teeth. I always had good teeth, thank God. But I was like, I could go to another level. So I told E, like, send me the name of it. Of course, E, he gonna do it. E, and
It's easy to send.
Sent me. He
It took as much energy to send the name.
Bro,
than to
Amazon,
just click buy.
it came like that night.
Nice to have rich friends.
Yeah, right. So anyway, he sent us the tooth. Now these two, I'm talking about. I think I told you these joints about $400-500. Cadillac, Escalade tooth. I'm talking about. And mind you, to my dog credit. Fire. I'm talking about, I went to the dentist, they was like, yo, did you have your teeth whitened? I was like, nah. And it was just like, yo, whatever you doing, keep doing it. I was like, okay, it's this toothbrush. I'm not about to say the name of it because they're not sponsored. Right. But
maybe we should call them and tell them to sponsor.
Maybe. Yeah. I'm not mad at that. But anyway, so I was using the toothbrush. I'm talking about this thing, fire. Yeah. Oh, bruh. I can't even explain to y'all how fantastic it is, right? So it comes with like chargers, and I think the dopest thing about it is, you got your electric toothbrush and you got to charge it. It's like it comes with like this special glass that looks like just like something you would wash your mouth out with on the counter, but you just put it in there and it charges on its own. Like, it's crazy. So anyway, that's not the point. The point is, we went when we travel, we don't like taking it. Candace like, man, you got to take the charger. Sometimes they be mishandling your luggage. I don't want it to break. Like, it's just a lot. So it's just like, all right, cool. We going on the road for 2-3 days. Leave them at the house. You know what I'm saying? We good on that. So we come with the joint, right? So we had just like the electric, the one you hit the little button.
I told you it wasn't the same.
No, it's not the same for sure. That's the I know. Now I know better. You know what I'm saying? You gave me the directions. I took heed. So she had like an orange one and I had a blue one. Well, I had traveled one time before, and apparently I left that blue one at the hotel. I got to the house that night, my blue one wasn't in there. But, she always keep extra toothbrushes for guests and stuff like that. So I opened it. I opened the orange. I didn't think, okay, we both got the same. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't in my mind, I'm not that detailed. So I dropped my joint in my toiletry bag, and then we got to the hotel, and apparently I had brushed my teeth before her or whatever, but my joint was just sitting there.
She drafted that joint.
And so look, so I'm in the room getting dressed. All of a sudden I hear her like, ah. I was like, what? And she was like, yo, I just finished brushing my teeth, and she was looking at her bag, and her joint was sitting there. So I was like, I was like, I was like,
You nasty.
I was like,
They both got
hey,
it
look,
because she didn't use
I was
that.
like, And so it's funny because she was like appalled, right? She was like, like she about to die.
Right.
I'm like, boo. I'm like, relax. Okay? Like, so I thought about it and I was like, okay.
Unbelievable.
Okay, I thought about it. I said, okay. And then, like I said, I seen literally, I think it was just a week or two ago, Kev had posted, was like, yo, I like getting nasty with my wife, but not disgusting. And he was like, that's just disgusting. So okay.
But you don't really feel like it's disgusting.
So outwardly to the public.
Absolutely.
I was like,
but in your mind, you was like, it really ain't that bad.
I didn't feel like it was that deep. So I'm saying, I'm just being honest. Again, y'all could judge me. I'm not tripping. I just, I come here to tell the truth. Although it's not ideal, like I have to be like, hey, go ahead, hit yours. It ain't that kind of party.
Right.
But
it happened.
I still used that joint.
No question.
That night before I went to sleep.
Especially
I'm talking about with no problem.
What it costs. Like if it would have been a normal toothbrush.
Oh yeah, no. She didn't use she used the disposable one.
Oh, I got you.
No, that was we was on the road.
I got
so she didn't use the big body.
Okay.
No. She got that sucker like laminated.
So you still
she know which one's hers at the crib.
She did this.
I did.
I
Well, I'm
thought
gonna tell you what happened.
I thought it was the big boy.
No. Well, the big boy got different. It come with like 4 different.
You could have went and got another one.
No, but it was like it wasn't like the disposable.
Yeah.
It was like
mid disposable. Average disposable.
Good to great.
Yeah.
But here's what happened. She still had hers.
I'm still going no.
No. So I'm saying, I'm gonna be honest. What happened was when I got up or got back and I was gonna brush my teeth, I was like, I forgot to get one while we was out. Absolutely. I wasn't thinking it just, and I was like,
because you didn't think it was disgusting.
But she wasn't even in there, and I was like, man, put my and just hey. Yeah. So anyway, I'm just being, I know some of y'all like to lie out there, and you might be like, I just want to know, are you like me, where you like, I can't believe you. I felt the peer pressure.
Peer pressure, right?
So
he said he don't feel peer pressure, but this one, that one got it.
I felt it because everybody was like, "Yo, like that's I don't care." I remember back in the day,
Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus
came
like,
and spoke on it.
He said
that was his whole thing.
I didn't understand it then.
Yeah.
He was like, "Look, treat your credit like your toothbrush.
You don't let nobody use it.
He's like, I don't care if it's your wife
or your mom. You don't let your mom use your toothbrush.
Oh, no.
No. So anyway, so again, I was just, feel free.
I'm just saying, if it was disposal, you could have went and got another.
I could have.
I just thought it was the big body.
I didn't. And by the time I got back to it.
So that's why I'm like, ugh.
But certain elements, so you remember how E was washing his face with his drawers?
Yeah, no
I kind of feel like the toothpaste got to do this.
But he was dogging me out.
He was dogging. It's like you kind of cleaning it as you go.
Yeah, he was dogging me out.
You kind of cleaning the toothbrush as you go.
I'd rather do the finger thing. I'd rather put some toothpaste on the finger.
Oh, yeah.
And just go ahead, just until I go get my toothbrush.
I looked at it. It wasn't like no.
It was the first time.
Fuzzy wuzzies.
It's the second. I'm with E. It's the second time for me. The first time, oh, my bad, whatever. But to go back and do it again, I don't know if I would have gone that far.
Yeah.
Well, I felt like too. I wanted to be in solidarity with my wife because she had mine.
Good,
so then I had to go back. You see what I'm saying?
Good,
I didn't want her to be left out there on the low because if I never use it again, then
you
it's
didn't
just
say that. So that's different.
Yeah. I should have started with that.
So now both of y'all got monkeypox.
Well, it might as well.
Let me tell you something. If that's how you get it, your boy Benny.
Oh yeah, we're gonna leave that alone.
Somebody got to live to tell a story, dog.
Yeah, I didn't know he was gonna do a fair five. We got one.
I'm saying, hold on, I need Carl. Come on.
Well, Carl said
no,
it.
that's what I'm saying. I'm with E. Like, to go back again, I don't know if I would have gone back and get the first one. Is like,
use your wife toothbrush, you or what?
I'm saying,
you'll be mortified.
I'm with you, like, no, I'm not tripping. It's like, but I'm not gonna go back. Yeah, I ain't gonna go back a second time. Like, no,
she used it and you knew she used it and you came back and used it after you knew. That's when he like, that's the face.
So really, you nasty than her.
It was about 8-9 hours later.
She didn't know.
Yeah, she didn't know. So she did it out of error. But then you knew that she did it.
You did it out of love.
So use the nasty one, bro.
He said he did it out of love.
I have no problem with that title.
No, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
he gave it to you though.
I'm not. Hey, listen, bro. We just celebrated 13 years. You gotta spice things up. You know what I'm saying? Using each other toothbrushes. You know what I'm saying?
I'm hurt though because my boy Carl. he got a fair foul in Chicago. They played my man.
Oh, yeah.
They played him all. And I'm like, Chicago's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? He's supposed to show him love. Carl, fair foul.
Fair foul that Carl was in Chicago and didn't tell me he was coming to Chicago.
I
he was
heard
there.
that. I did hear you. Both of y'all was in
Chicago.
I told them all.
I thought you were headed to New York. Honestly, I thought you was in New York because I knew you had the hookup.
I told him it was there. He said, come by. But we ended up leaving after dinner.
Y'all was in Chicago the same day as
But I knew I
Bud
was
Billiken.
coming back by myself. So I'm like, I knew I was going to his house.
I thought that's my bad because you've been telling me about that for years. No, that's my bad.
I don't know, but I knew I was coming to his house.
He would throw you up under that bus.
No, I talked to him all.
I knew I was going to Morehouse the next weekend. I don't know what Carl was on.
You FaceTimed me with the car.
I FaceTimed all. I FaceTimed him and told him I was there.
My bad. That's my bad.
No, you didn't know he was in Chicago. You thought he was in L.A.
I didn't know he was in Chicago.
I called him and told him.
No, he told me you thought you was in L.A.
I FaceTimed him.
Yeah, you didn't say I'm FaceTiming you
in Chicago.
I told him I was in Chicago.
The Sears Tower wasn't in the background.
Yeah.
You wasn't at Harris Chicken.
I just saw the truck.
No, because he said come by the house. He said come by the house. He said he come by the house.
Okay, he said
for Saturday.
I don't know what he was on, but he did not know you was in Chicago.
I thought you was in L.A.
No,
I was like, he got a new truck in L.A.
No, I told him remember I said he dropped it off at the hotel.
What hotel? Where?
It was at the Hilton in Oakville.
We went to a wedding, bro. That's a fact. That's a fact. But anyway.
So what was Carl's excuse?
So, no, I just honestly, I knew y'all was going to New York. I just honestly thought y'all were going to New York.
He thought I was in L.A. He thought he was in New York.
New York.
Fair.
Who's on first?
But tell him to file. Fair foul.
Fair foul.
Here's a fair foul.
Fair foul.
Was it oh no, it's the Swiss Hotel.
Swiss Hotel.
We got to call Ted and let Ted know.
So I pull up to the Swiss.
Okay.
Now, again.
Now I pulled up first.
He pulled up a couple of minutes before me, valet, boom.
In the front? Yeah, up front. Valet put the car in front.
So I pulled up. I'm going to try to get my storytelling on. Like, see, so we pull up. Now, again, the car that I drive right now that we drove down was the family van.
Okay.
All right?
It's a Honda Accord.
Honda Odyssey.
Okay.
So I pull up.
He said Accord.
I'm walking
So that's
up.
what he was driving when I met him, just so y'all know, for reference purpose.
Right.
Pre-CJ and post. All right,
I'm walking
continue.
up to the Swiss, and valet looks at me. He's like, "Yo, you know the $78, right?"
Oh.
He pulled up in the Swiss.
Did you say you know who I am?
No, he didn't say nothing.
I said, no. I told him that's perfectly okay. And but it must have been God, because like a couple seconds later, dude walked by. I ain't know who my man was. Hey, what's up, Carl? He and his whole family.
They trying to play him,
Bro,
though.
I don't know who it is. I was like, oh, you said 78? Here you go.
Yeah,
but my man was like, oh, you know this going to be 78, right? I was like, fair foul.
Yeah, fair foul.
Fair
You
foul.
parked the Odyssey up off in
Now,
the
wait a
joke.
minute. Now, how much they charge you?
I don't know. It must be. I don't know. I pulled up in the Escalade, so they never said nothing to me about parking there. They just like, hey, right here.
Because you look like you belong there.
Yeah, they was like, right here, park right here up front. I was like, all right, cool. Take the key. They gonna try to play my man
pull up
Carl.
right next to E.
Right next
I
to
pull up right next to
They
E.
like, yo, bro, you know this gonna cost.
My man was like, are you sure?
They was like,
Are you sure
you
that's what you want to do
park
right
here?
now?
I'm like, bro, he got it.
$78?
He on the podcast
$78.
too.
My man was
got $78.
And we need payment today.
Payment right now.
We don't have
you
payment
check out
plans.
right now.
Yeah, I'm like,
Fair
we don't
foul.
have
No
play my
payment
man
plans.
because
Fair
he's smart
foul.
and he driving the right kind of vehicle.
So I gotta say, I would say fair only because that means he been probably cussed out by some people who came up there and found out afterwards
Okay.
that it was $78. And most of the time that he got cussed out,
They was in the Odyssey. They was in the Odyssey.
most of the cuss outs did not
That's all
come
good.
from that 23 Escalade.
Yeah, it's all
it
good.
came from the.
It's
so,
all right.
All right. Well, hey, Carl, we know the truth.
Yeah.
That's all that matters, bro. Way to put your pride aside.
Let's get it.
All right, cool. So let's do a podcast. So this is, I was watching Hard Knocks. All right, shout out to the Lions. Lions gonna be sweet this year.
Okay.
Well, I heard that
feel
before.
it coming.
Yeah, which division they gonna be in? They moving divisions?
Now, I didn't say we was gonna win the division.
Okay.
I think we're gonna be improved. Okay.
So who we gonna be? Green Bay, the Vikings, or the Bears?
We definitely gonna beat the Bears. Now you know we're gonna beat the Bears.
How many times y'all beat the Bears last year?
Why are we talking about old stuff?
Exactly.
I thought you was Mr. Vision and looking in the future.
I do look in the future, and that's why you're going to be 0-13. Because I saw the future.
I hope
Come
not.
on,
Not
dog.
even-
Not even one?
So what's the bet that we finish with a better record than the Bears?
Oh, bro, I'll take that bet.
Oh yeah.
No,
I'll
let's
take
just do
that
it.
bet.
How much? Let's just
I'll
do
take
it.
that bet.
Let's just do it.
I'll take that bet.
I'm saying,
bro.
let's just do it.
Hard
How
Knocks
much?
got my man blinded.
Oh no, no.
What?
Hey, no. If the Bears have a better record than the Lions, CJ is going to have to work around the church. And not just cash the church out.
Exactly.
He's going to have to come and do some physical
And I'm talking
work.
about, I want to clean the toilets, all that.
Yeah.
The baseboards.
Vacuum.
Hey, see how confident are you in your lines? Are you gonna take this deal?
Now y'all just gave
He
some.
would have took a money deal, but he don't want to do no manual labor. You'd have said money, he'd have been like, cool. Manual labor?
Listen, I worked this hard to not have to work this hard.
Hard Knocks is entertainment.
Okay. So, we'll figure out the bet.
All right.
Maybe we'll let the people chime in. What do y'all think the bet should be between me and Maul? The Lions versus the
What's
Bears.
Maul got to do?
Who
You
got
came
the
up with
better
one for
overall
C.
record?
What's Maul got to do?
I don't know what Maul don't do.
Maul
right
don't get to flex his muscles for at least 4 podcasts. He got to wear a long sleeve shirt.
Like a nun.
And he got to wear it.
It's got to be Lions.
It's got to be his size.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He got to wear a size.
I don't own any long sleeve shirts.
Hey, he went upstairs.
A lion long sleeve shirt.
A Lion
He went upstairs.
Lions
Sierra,
long
he was like, Sierra, I need a shirt. She threw Maul a 2X. He was like, what is this?
No, I didn't say what is
Where the
this. I
mediums?
was like, what is this? The thing was about this big.
Oh, man. So, y'all, hey, we'd love to hear y'all feedback. What should the bet be between me and Maul, Lions versus the Bears? What's going to be who's going to have a better record?
Come on, man. You already converted me into a Spartans fan. So I'm saying.
Oh, I don't want to convert you. I just want to let you know that we're going to be all right.
You saw something on First Take that made you think
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks, yeah.
No, but okay, so I will say this. Brief nerd out sports minute. I told them all this. Every other time the Lions gave me optimism, they always built around the quarterback and the wide receivers. This is the first time that we actually built the interior, right? So we building the foundation, to use one of your references. We not worried about the granite countertops and chandeliers no more. We're building a good foundation. We got one of the top 10 offensive lines in the NFL, which we've never had a great offensive line. We got a second-year rookie, second-year player, Penei Sewell, who was as a rookie super dominant. He's going to come back crazy. Decker on the other side. We got some dogs up front. And then on the other side, we just drafted, even though he's from Michigan, and y'all know I don't fool with the University of Michigan. He on my team now, so Hutchinson, he already looking crazy. He a beast. So we building on the offensive, defensive line, which I like. Okay, so I will say that, and I do like our coaching staff. So with that being said, if we go 0-16, I would,
This Phil's going to do it.
No. It wasn't 0-16 was the bet. The bet was that.
Oh, no, we're going to finish with a better record than y'all. I'm very clear what the bet is, what I'm just saying. Me and Jalen, I'm going to call Jalen, we share the same optimism every year. And I'm not saying we about to win the Super Bowl.
But you're going to beat the Lions. I mean, you're going to beat the
Oh, we
Bears.
definitely going to. Come on, man.
Right,
Bro.
we didn't do
Beat
it
the
last
Bears
year.
and have
We
a
didn't do
better
it last
record.
year.
Although, shout out to Justin Fields. I know that's
Justin Fields. Matter of fact, Justin Fields' father called me up.
Yeah.
Today? Yesterday.
And his pops came over my crib. I probably shouldn't be throwing shade
That's what
on
I'm
the
saying,
kid.
bro.
Tell him, though. Make sure you tell him.
And he got something in the mail for you.
Yeah. Okay, good. Let's go.
If we've learned anything in the last few years, it's the fact that we simply can't predict the future. Life's gonna happen, but here's the good news. We can be prepared. We pay hundreds of dollars per year to protect our homes, our cars, and let me be real with you. Some of us have insurance on our phones, but too many of us aren't taking the steps necessary to protect our family's finances. If anything ever happens to you, your mortgage payments, your private student loans, and other types of debt won't just disappear. A life insurance policy can provide your loved ones with a financial cushion they can use to cover those costs. And it can provide you with the peace of mind that even in a worst case scenario, you've done your job to protect those that you love. Why get covered now? Inflation is driving up prices for just about everything lately, but life insurance rates are actually down from this time last year, and since life insurance typically gets more expensive as you age, that means now is a phenomenal time to buy. Policy Genius is an insurance marketplace that makes it easy to compare quotes from top companies like AIG and Prudential all in one place to find your lowest price on life insurance. You could save 50% or more on life insurance by comparing quotes with Policy Genius. Options start at just $17 per month for $500,000 of coverage. Just click the link in the description or head to policygenius.com to get personalized quotes in minutes and find the right policy for your needs. The licensed agents at Policy Genius, they work for you and not the insurance companies. They're on hand through the entire process to help you understand your options so you can make decisions with confidence. Policy Genius doesn't add any extra fees. Your personal information is private. That's right, Policy Genius does not sell your details to third parties. They have thousands of 5-star reviews across Google and Trustpilot. Policy Genius has options that offer coverage in as little as 1 week and avoid unnecessary medical exams. Since 2014, Policy Genius has helped over 30 million people shop for insurance and placed over $150 billion in coverage. Head over to policygenius.com, that's POLICYGENIUS, policygenius.com to get your free life insurance quotes and see how much you could save.
Oh.
Let's go. All right, podcast.
You're not allowed. If it's from the Bears, though, send that back.
He wouldn't do that.
Bro, y'all about the only team as sorry as us over the last.
And that's why you just spent the grip on Bears tickets this year. Come on, man. I'm going to call you out, bro. I'm going to call you out, bro. You just spent the grip. You just spent the grip on box seats for the Bears this year.
That was me.
He said that was me.
He was born in Chicago.
But I made him go, though. He's going, though.
We got some more Bears fans down there. They know the Bears trash. They look at them. You ain't seen not one of them. All of them was back there like,
oh, bro, they trying to be humble, bro. They being humble, bro.
More. We done.
You know the Bears be eating that black bread, dog.
Okay. Well, if they doing that, they definitely gonna win. So look. So anyway. So the coach said something, right? So I'm going somewhere. The coach said something. He said, "This is the best you'll ever feel." He said, "Until next March, this the best you gonna feel." And I was like, wow. I was like, he was saying 85% is the new 100% is basically what he said, right? And I was like, wow, that's deep. When I heard it, I was like, yo, how many people, like, you're waiting for the perfect moment or you're waiting to feel like this is the exact time? And I'm like, yo, everything that we've ever done, it's never been great timing. Like, I see people making excuses all the time, and it's like, yo, as soon as I get my student loan paid off, and as soon as, so how can I explain this, right? So let me try to say it like this. When I was young, right, and by young, I mean like 19, I decided I was going to move into an apartment, right? And I was like, let's say my rent was like $600 a month, right? And I was, at the time, making like $690.
Yeah, I already know.
And I was like, I told my pops, I was like, yo, I'm good. Like, I got 600, you know what I'm saying? 90. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
That 90 finna get me all the way
to next month.
Bruh, I had a food plan already at school, so I'm like, the 90 is just for, and he told me, son, life is gonna happen. And I was like, bruh, I got this. He said, okay, cool. Bro, that first month I moved in the apartment, my tire busted.
Life.
I got a ticket for a cracked windshield. I was down the first month.
Wow.
Like $850. And I was like, I told my pops, hey, that was a bad month. Like, bro,
that's a bad month.
What's the odds? You see what I'm saying? And the next month there was something else, and it was something else, and it was something else. And I realized, like, oh, you just got to win like this.
Yep.
And I promise y'all, when my mindset shifted, when it was like, again, y'all know the story of us going to the bank and thinking we was getting that bread, and it didn't happen. Like, that wasn't the only thing that went wrong. Like, stuff kept going wrong, and we still had to win in spite. And I was like, yo, that was deep for him to say, like, everybody in here, you see everybody? This the best you're going to feel. Get over it. You will never feel better than you feel right now. And I think for entrepreneurs or business owners or whatever else, it's like, you have to understand that this is the best you're going to feel. And you have to be okay with winning in this environment. And true champions win when they down, win when they hurt, win when they don't feel right. Bro, if everybody only had to perform when you wake up and the breeze was flowing correct, and the trees were growing perfectly, and you had the best conversation with your mom, and you and your kids got the best relationship ever, and your money is plentiful in the bank account. If that's the only time you can win, you're not going to win. Yeah. You will never win like that because adversity strikes us all. And so, I'll let you take it, even in the midst of you having some stuff going on. You talked about it. We got the book, we got tours, we got conferences, we got all of this stuff going on, and yet you still have to produce and put up points on a daily basis.
Yeah, so I read this the other day, and I think, this is just dope. It said, growth is the great separator. So growth, not money, not whatever it is. Growth is the greatest separator between those who succeed and those who do not. When I see a person beginning to separate themselves from the pack, it's almost always due to personal growth. And I was telling Tobe, we do the little weekly session. I do the session with them, and I told Tobe, I let everybody say what it meant to them. But I said, you know what's crazy? This kind of blew me away because it was like, I always worshiped the destination. Like I used to worship, at some point in my life, I'm going to be so sweet at what I do that I'm not gonna have to do what I'm doing no more. Like that's what I thought. I thought when I first started, it's like, I don't care if it's a 10,000-mile drive. I thought that it's a 10,000-mile drive. And once I got to the 10,000 mile, I was gonna be straight. Like it's over. Like it's done. Like I'm going to get to this whatever. Bruh, I just drove to Ohio State, spoke to the football program. Next day did Didi birthday in a place I don't know where Columbus is. Drove back here, had 5, 6 meetings, right? Then Chicago, I got the thing, and then I got to come back, preach, go back to Chicago for the event, come back. Bruh, you couldn't have told me when I was 19, 20 doing this that one day you're going to be the #1 motivational speaker in the world and you still going to be doing what you was doing at 19. Like you couldn't have made me believe that I'm still going to be hustling. I'm still going to be grinding. Like I'm still going to be working as hard or maybe harder at 51 than I was when I was 19 years old. Like I'm literally in the midst of everything I've ever wanted. Like marriage, money, kids. Like I couldn't ask for more, but I'm not there. And I thought I was going to be there. I thought that I was going to be feeling better. I thought that I'm 51. My body don't feel like it felt when I was 19, 20 years old. I can't necessarily put on my gym shoes and run 6 miles without knowing that I'm running now. I can't go to a restaurant 3 days in a row and eat White Castles if I want to. My body won't even let me. Like I can't go eat soul food. I can't eat macaroni and cheese, collard green, fried chicken if I wanted to for 3 days without feeling it. I felt my best when I was, but I thought I was going to feel my best now. I don't feel my best, but I work harder than I've ever worked. And what I try to tell young people is like, do yourself a favor. Get over it. Don't think that it's going to be what you think it is. And don't think that, bruh, I'm literally telling myself, you ain't going to never get there. Like on this side of the earth, whatever it is you think you're going to get to, get over that. Right. You are not going to get to that. But what you can do is get to the hustle. What you can do is get to the grind. I'm the #1 motivational speaker in the world, and I'm getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning on Instagram Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Then we got another thing we do at 10. Then we putting 3, 4 videos up of that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you're not, bruh. I got a truck that still need oil. They telling me you 5%. I thought I was gonna make enough money. I ain't never had to change the oil again. I still got the same problem. Somebody dinked my brand new Escalade. I ain't have it for 2 days. And at the hotel, somebody opened up their door on it. I don't know who it was, but it's scratched. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, life is still going to happen. And only those of us who don't take it personal, why me? I had a homegirl, bro, I swear. I ain't gonna say her name, but she started doing a show on TV, blew up, bro, blew up. So she went from, like, her regular job, still doing a regular job like Maul, but on TV, killing it. Bro, found out she got breast cancer. I mean, you at the height of...
Just right there.
You're at the height, bro. She making her money, got her married, fine, killing it, son doing his thing, daughter doing things. She killing it. She got breast cancer. So I called her the other day, crazy. I was in a city eating, and the dude kept staring at me, and I was like, man, I keep forgetting. You know what I'm saying? Shy, Detroit, Midwest born, you know, I still forget I'm a celebrity. So I'm like, why is my man like, bro, why you keep looking at me, bro? Yeah. So I look back at my man, like, you looking at me, I'm looking at you. Like, why are you staring at me? I'm at dinner with my wife. What? Yeah. And he's like, oh, no, my bad, bro. Like, I know somebody you know, and they got cancer. You might want to call them. So I called. She's like, how you know? I was like, somebody at the dinner table told me. So I called you. I was like, how you doing? She's like, I'm not going to lie to you. I just got out of the why me phase. Like, why is all this happening for me and then this happened? But I'm in the phase. I'm about to kick cancer. You know what? And I was like, congratulations. Like, I got 1 more of this. And I got 12 more, whatever. And I just like, wow. But if you think you get to this spot and then everything is, you're going to be in for a rude awakening when you get there. and life is still waiting for you outside. Like, bring your butt outside. I'm still whipping. I'm still about to, and I'm like, no, you're not. I'm about to fight back. There's a time I didn't fight back, but I'm just saying to you, I'm where I want to be in my career, and life is still, I still got to call my mom because you know what I'm saying? It's still stuff. I still got grandma passed a month later, another grandma passed. Man, true story, bro. First time in Chicago, you know, and my grandmother wasn't alive, and I was on the Dan Ryan. I promise you, I drove mall. It ain't never hit me like that before. And I saw 57 Wentworth. My grandma was off 107 Wentworth. That was the first time in my life I had seen that sign and my grandmother wasn't alive. You know, and I'm like, wow, my grandma, my whole life she was alive. She not, and it's just like the book coming out, the tour, and my grandma ain't gonna be there for it. And it's just like, yo, this life, bruh. But be grateful for all the stuff she did get to see. She in the book. It's about to be on a bookshelf. She wanted to travel with me. She's going to come to Cali. We had set up a date for her to come out to Cali.
I remember.
And, bruh, and I'm just like, wow. So I've been saying for those that are listening, if you can't take the punches, you don't want to, I promise you, you don't want to be successful. If you don't want to deal with life, just stay on the couch, let them pay you whatever, wait for the whatever assistance they're going to give you. But if you talking about being successful, life ain't going to just sit there and let you do it. Life gonna try to punk you, and you just gotta fight back.
Hey, so people, let me see. I'm gonna read these lyrics, and y'all all know them. I want to read it because I don't want to mess it up. But we listen to it like it's rap. And E, this is you. Like, as soon as I say the first couple words, you better lose yourself in the music.
Yeah.
The moment you own it, you better never let it go.
Yeah.
You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
You better.
And I'm just saying, like, I'm my confessions, I don't know that I live like that. We really assume that we got multiple opportunities to do today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we really assume that, like, we make a call, like, yeah, I'm gonna see you tonight at, and like, yo, you really gotta, Mike Fogu from MOJ, I'll never forget, he said, be where your feet are. He's like, bro, don't get caught up in all of that. Like, be where your feet are and crush whatever you're doing right here, right now, because this is the only thing you got. So we talk about waking up at 3 o'clock. That's the only thing you got. You can't control 12 o'clock during the day. You could control waking up at 3 o'clock and getting to it. But I'm saying, for me, I don't know that I've lived my life like that. And that's something that we just got to be real about. I'm like, yo, I got to approach life with that. Like, this is the only moment I got, and I'm going to do everything I can. Because watch this. If I do everything I can in this moment, it makes the next moments better. It makes them easier. It makes decision making, you know what I'm saying? So, man, we treat it like it's a song. That ain't no song. That's life.
Well, look, you just read, you just did the lyrics from, was it Eminem?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna go to the song of the Bible.
Oh, come on, come on.
And this is not. So this is something. Like, things are gonna happen, right? I'm living proof of it with the police department. Just my story, just of my last 20 years, and how every single day it just seemed like something different happened. But man, I gotta tell y'all, like this right here was a game changer for me. Count it all joy, my brothers.
Joy.
When you meet trials of various kinds, for you know that the testing of your faith,
come on,
produces steadfastness. And let steadfastness have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing. This produces, man, the thing that you're going through is actually strengthening your faith muscle. I'm able, because of everything that I went through in the past, I'm able to stand here today. So the more trials and tribulations that actually happens in your life, it's strengthening, it's cutting you, it's getting you prepared for what you're about to face in life. And that's why sometimes the old folks used to say, when you used to go through things, remember they say, oh, you got a blessing on the way. You got a blessing on the way because you're being tested right now. But don't be premature and get away from it. Like, don't walk away from it. Don't miss out on the lesson or the pruning or the what's the with the diamond and the pressure. Don't miss out on the pressure. That's how a diamond is made, from pressure. So don't miss out on the pressure that's about to take place, because there's a diamond inside you. But if you give up prematurely before that pressure happens, and it's going to happen to everybody. Don't think that just because we up here right now on this podcast, on this stage, that things don't happen to us. It happens every time, but the difference is that we keep going anyhow. All of us that's up here, we kept going. Things are still happening. I remember, man, getting shot at with the police department. I could have gave up, bruh. I could have said, well, you know what? It's not for me. It's not for me. I could have gave up, but if I would have gave up, I wouldn't be here in front of y'all today.
Right now.
But what it did, it strengthened my faith. And I didn't know that I was going to need this faith later on in life when it came to praying for my son, when it came for believing for my son. So the reason why my son is realized today is because of the faith that I had. And the faith, though, came from all of the previous trials and tribulations that I went through. So by the time I got to that point of my son, I was ready to stand strong. I was ready to plunge, like we talked about before, like Abraham did. I was able to plunge into the promise of God because I already went through so much, and I've already seen how he brought me through. So some of y'all are ready to just quit because you're going through things and it don't seem like, and you're forgetting you prematurely stepped away from that thing that you went through before. So now you're at this point in life and you're ready to jump ship because you haven't matured in it.
Yeah, but to see his point, I think the reason why it makes it even that much easier to quit is because you worship the high. Like you believe success is that great feeling that Coach was talking about. Like you believe that, like, if I'm not feeling good, then God's not blessing.
Yeah.
If things aren't going the way I think they should go, then it's a curse. Yeah. Like that, and you don't understand that it is the actual feeling that you worship that's keeping you from getting what God will have for you, what you want. You feel like I just want to make sure people understand that. Like people are addicted. They made feeling good into a God. So it's like, now feeling good is the indicator that I'm doing well.
Yeah.
Like that's what people are. Like, oh, I went. So it's like now everybody's showing success on Instagram and they're only showing the happy parts. And they're robbing people of actual success.
Full experience.
Like you're not really showing people the totality of what success is. So you're showing me you on a retreat somewhere, or you're showing me you in a new car, or you're showing me when you and your girl holding hands. No. What you also need to see, that's why when Didi and I do marital counseling, when Didi's on the podcast, she talks the way she talks.
Yeah.
Because she's like, yo, no. Y'all need to understand the struggle. And I'm not showing you the happy parts because everybody's showing you that. So Didi is like, yo, you really lying to people when all you want to show them is the good of what's happening to you. Yeah. Like you're lying. Yeah. You're not really showing people. So Didi's thing is, I'd rather show you the pain because everybody worship the pleasure. So I want to show you the formula, the pleasure, like success equals P times, whatever. Pleasure is a part of success, but pain is equally a part of it. So Nikki hit me Nikki hit me last week and was like, yo, send me whatever about, I said, I'm not posting Didi's birthday. Like, not that I don't love my wife, but I'm celebrating with my wife. Yeah. So I don't necessarily need the world to know what I'm doing on her birthday. Like, it's her birthday, and we're celebrating her birthday. So I don't need the world to go, it's Didi birthday, celebrate with me. It's Didi birthday. Like, we're celebrating. So I'm not against people celebrating, but I'm saying I'm at the point where I don't need to do that. Like, we're together. So I'm celebrating by us being together. Not, as C would say, yo, E, sometimes social media can actually take you away from what you're actually doing. Because now you're stopping every 15 minutes to show people what you eating, what you wearing, and see like, yo, E, not that social media is bad, but now you're interrupting your actual time with your loved one to show the world your loved one. Like, it's not necessary. So I'm saying that literally, hear what I'm trying to tell y'all. If I thought a good feeling equated to success, then there are times that we would have quit. Because I made success only happy feeling. Bruh, some of my success has been some of the drag out, kick out fights I had with my wife has been success. Why? Because we were getting to the root of we're not on one accord. Like, what's the problem? So when we're happy, now I'm gonna tell you something. Happy feel good, but happiness, if you really want to be honest, some of your greatest moments have not happened when you've been at your happiest. Now, you may have felt good, but bruh, it's been some of the speeches that I got pulled on the side and was like, yo, bruh, don't you ever say that again or do that again. That really elevated my game. That really took me. I told him, like, I told him, people with my personality sometimes get in the most trouble the day after their greatest high. I'm just being real. Like, some people have fallen. They had a hard fall the day after their highest success because they put their guards down. So they were so geeked and so happy. Oh, life is the best ever. And then the next day they got a call and you like, I had one of my homies call me like, hey, 20 mil. And the next day was probably the worst day of his life. And I was like, bro, you know why that was, don't you? He was like, why? Because you was worshiping that high and you put your guards down. And life was able to come in and snub you. So my thing is, when you're feeling your best, cool, but don't make it like that's the best because, again, when that dude pulled me to the side, I won't say no names, billion dollar company, he pulled me to the side after a speech and was like, yo, bro, we didn't bring you here to brag. First of all, you can't brag amongst billionaires. Like, you ain't even, at that time, you ain't even no millionaire. And you ain't here, but I know what you were doing because you were in the room with billionaires. You didn't want to feel inferior. So you was talking about your accomplishments. When us, bro, those are not accomplishments.
Ouch.
We didn't bring you in here to talk about your accomplishments. We actually brought you in here because we thought you was dope. But we thought you were going to stay on.
They didn't want to hear about the Honda Accord.
But we thought you was going to stay on the principles that you preach. But you didn't. You veered from the principles to talk about, like, don't ever do that again. Let me tell you something. When I tell you,
hold on, what was you talking about? You was in there. What was the speech?
We had just did a book.
I wasn't there, so
I would say we had done a book, couple of things that we had.
So you was flexing a little bit?
A little bit. A little bit. But can I be honest? I'll be honest.
Like, I know you guys are billionaires, but did I tell you about the Secret to Success book?
I'll be honest. I wasn't flexing. I was inferior.
Yeah.
That's what I was being, inferior. I had a low self-esteem.
You're trying to prove yourself.
So I was trying to prove myself.
Yep.
So I knew the stuff we did was smooth. I knew it wasn't compared to them, but I didn't want to be in the room like I ain't do nothing.
What was this little?
Yeah, so I was like, you know what I'm saying? Look, I just signed 5,000 books. It's like, oh, okay.
You felt like you was in the Negro League.
You feel what I'm saying? It was the black.
Fast Shoes Willie.
You know what I'm saying? I stole base.
Hey, man,
I stole 3 bases, you know. But I tell you this, though, I was embarrassed afterwards. But I bet you that next presentation, and the next, I've never done it again. Like, I've never gone there. I just go in there and do what I'm supposed to do. So you might have looked at it like, ooh, you did a Fortune 500. They pull you to the side, and my man dogged you out and embarrassed you. You might feel like that was one of your worst days as a speaker. Actually, it was one of my best days as a speaker because after that, I knew what to do to charge 20, 30, now 100,000. We trace that 100,000. I get a speech back to that, back to my man who pulled me to the side as a billionaire saying, no, billionaires don't want to hear that. They want to hear that. So if you keep doing that, so after that day, I've never mixed. I ain't no chaser, bro. I go in straight character. I go in straight personality. I go in straight a father, husband, whatever. That's my lane. He like, money they got, cars they got. A good father they not. You need to stick with the father, boy. Like, you don't need to stick with money. And I came in now and stick with what I do, and now I'm elevated because of that day. But the day before, I might have been, that was sweet, your best message ever.
Right.
I felt great, but nothing came out of it.
You used to talk about, you used to talk about like how you play a video game and you need this piece to unlock the next level. You know what I'm saying? And as I'm listening to you, it's like, so your breakthrough is really your best day, and the breakthrough don't happen on your good day, is what you're saying. Think about a breakthrough. Have you ever seen somebody do like, I had a breakthrough and it was like a great experience? Not really, you know what I'm saying, how we measure. No, the breakthrough is really, we had to fight, we had to have a tough conversation. I had to, like, that's what the breakthrough is. So if, like, when you think about it as a breakthrough, like, I
cussed you out a few weeks ago. You had a breakthrough. And I heard about the breakthrough right after.
Think about
Carl came in and kicked the dough down the next day.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, think about, Carl, how many of those conversations you ran from because it didn't feel good?
All of them.
You feel me?
My whole life.
And how much further are you from that conversation? You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, people run from that because it doesn't look or make me feel happy. So growth don't always come in a happy package. It don't always come in a blissful package. Sometimes growth comes in a uncomfortable, a confrontation, a drag out, kick out, session that you and your coach had to have, your writing professor, whatever. But I'm saying 90% of us have run from this because it didn't feel good thinking about it. It didn't feel good in the process, and it didn't feel good afterwards either. Now, what you're accomplishing may feel good, but none about what he did, how he did it. Today, it still don't feel good.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, man, shout out to Organifi, the superfood green juice powder, keeping us powered up throughout this time. Oh, I got my light on. Go to Organifi.com, ORGANIFI.com, promo code SUCCESS. All right, and you're going to get 20% off your order. Let's see. We got Make Real Estate Real. What's going on, Mo?
Hey, man, people making money, people making their dreams come true. People are building generational wealth. Like I said, man.
Got Jamaica coming up.
Jamaica coming up, bro. That's going to be fire. Make Real Estate Real. One thing that we seeing, bro, I saw this stat, and it was crazy, that the average black net worth of a black family is $28,000. $28,000, and the average net worth of compared to is worldwide. The average net worth of the United States, countrywide, and the average net worth of a white family is $188,000. And so I am getting messages from people in Make Real Estate Real saying, Jamal, we've just completed a building. It has $200,000 equity in it. So now that equity goes towards our net worth. So our net worth now went from being one of those $28,000 to now $200,000.
Wow.
So that's one of the biggest things, bro.
Man. Good stuff, bro.
MakeRealEstateReal.com. Carl, deeper in the brand. What's going down?
Come on, man. I'm telling y'all posting every day. Y'all doing stuff, and you ain't got no plan. We talked about vision last week. Like, have a plan for it. Like, I'm telling y'all, more brands were born and made money throughout COVID than you realize. Like, I'm talking about personal brands are blowing up. And all it is using the same device that you got in your hand, in your pocket, in your purse, and being intentional, man. That's what we're trying to teach you. So, deeperthanthebrand.com. Come on, y'all.
Yes, sir. Douglas.
What's going on is that bread I'm about to get.
Oh,
I'm about to make an egg sandwich. I'm about to make an egg sandwich.
We're a couple weeks out from 120.
Let's get past all of that. Let's get to this egg sandwich.
120series.com. Can't wait to see everybody in Chicago.
Yeah.
So real quick, don't kill us, guys. We got to cut out of this show a little early, but trust me when I say we are doing it for you. Right? We're meeting with the group for next week. And y'all know we don't even really do like guests like that on this show, right? But we got a special group of guests coming in next week, man. Y'all don't want to miss it. We're about to meet with them now and get ready for next week's show. So listen to me carefully. I don't care what you're doing at 6 o'clock next week. Make sure you are locked in and loaded because you're going to thank me, all right? Man, as we always say, we'll see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart.
Thank you so much for rocking with us as always, right? We don't take it lightly, guys. And we hope that we've provided transformation and not just information. We want you to become the best version of yourself. All right, make sure you check out the show notes to access all the important links and get your product discounts. Now, one favor we're asking of you, do us this favor. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We want to know your feedback and how we can serve you better. And if there's anyone that you think could benefit from listening to this show, please, I'm begging you, please share it with them. And remember, as E always says, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.